Hello everyone, welcome to Global Online Platform. In this video, we are going to discuss the detailed analysis of our paper syllabus of paper 2 management. Watch this video completely. The students who are the beginners or who want to know the most important topic should watch this video completely. This video is going to be very much helpful. This video will help you to know what is there in your syllabus, what to study, as well as which are the topics are most important from your exam. Before starting the session, there is an important information for you. If you are preparing for the NTA UGC NET 2024, either the December attempt or the cancelled exam of June 2024, you can take this course, complete course on management as well as commerce are available for you. If you will take this course, you will get daily live video lectures, complete syllabus notes will be provided, full syllabus mock test will be provided, PYQs with explanation will be provided. Rather than this, you will get 4,000 plus MCQ, and the biggest advantage which you are going to get here is if you take the paper 2 course, you will get paper 1 free. The new batch is starting today, that is on 24th June 2024. If you take the course from the first day, it will be most beneficial for you. The fees is 10,000, but after a discount of 50% discount is being offered to you. Both the papers are available to you in 5,000 only. To join, download the Global Online app. The validity of the course is 1 year. If you take this course, you will get 3 chances to achieve your JRF. So for this, download the Global Online app from the Google Play Store, then go to home interface, click here on the store button. In the search tab, type UGC NET Management, then click the course. After clicking the course, make the payment, and you will be able to access all the content of paper 2 as well as paper 1. If you face any sort of difficulty, contact on the given numbers mentioned below. Before starting with the complete analysis, first I will you about the content of the syllabus. What is this? Basically, the first unit is your management, economics, and ethics. This unit is combination of 3 subjects. One is your general management, managerial economics, as well as business ethics and CSR. After that, our another unit comes is that is organizational behavior, how a person behaves in an organization, as well as the basics of human resource management. Now you will say, sir, human resource management has been written twice. This is the basic. The unit 2 is what? It's the basic version, and unit 3 is what? It's quite the advanced version of HRM. Same. After this, the accounting and finance portion starts in the unit 4 and unit 5. Accounting portion, what you have studied in your BCom or BBA or MBA, the basic accounting is there, costing is there, as well as financial management is there. The basic concept of financial management is there. Then we have advanced financial management in the unit number 5. Advanced concepts are there, which you should know very well. Then strategic management and marketing. This is the marketing basics are there, and the main focus of this unit is strategic management. Then comes our advanced marketing portion of this in your unit 7, that is the marketing management unit. Then again, there is a combination of 2 subjects in unit number 8, that is the statistics as well as operation management. Then we have the international business, that is also called as international trade or international business management. You might have studied an informational study. And at last we have the entrepreneurship development. Okay. Now let's see what's this. As I told you that this unit is bifurcated into 3 parts and given us together. One is the general management portion. Now in the general management portion, first you should be aware about the classical approaches, the classical, neoclassical, modern approaches of management. All the theories, scientific management, administrative management, then bureaucracy, all the HR means Elton Mayo's HR approach and contingency approach. All this of you are aware that these are the questions are going to be asked every year in each attempt. Then managerial role, Mintzberg 10 roles of management is very important in this, and the Robert Cad's skills is also important. Robert Cad's managerial skills are also important. Then comes our functions of management, that is simple topic planning, organizing, staffing, and controlling, as well as here what things in, suppose in planning you should know the types of plan, you should know all the process of all the multiple functions, what type of process are adopted. A sequence based question can be asked, or a match the column type question can be asked, or elements of planning is also important. Now if we talk about the communication, we are studying detail in our paper 1. So basically communication, you should know the specifically types as well as barriers of communication. Next comes in our decision making topic, that is here you should know the process of decision making, what are techniques of decision or tools like bounded rationality approach of decision making, programmed and non-programmed decision, short term, long term, routine based and one time decision. This should know, you should very well know what are the types and what techniques are used in the decision making. Then comes NTA's one of the favorite topics, that is organizational structure. Last year match the column type was given from there. So and this time also a question was asked, that is the from the types. Now there are two types of formal, informal, as well as modern type of organization. Nowadays the NTA's main focus is the informal organization as well as the modern organization, like the virtual organization, network organization, or you say the contemporary based organization. That is main focus here. So next, these are very small topics: centralization, decentralization, span of control. Sometimes earlier it was asked, but nowadays it has not been asked from a long time. But the things which are not asked from the long time may be asked in the near future. Now let's see the economics portion of this unit. So this is the managerial economics. Managerial economics is an economics where it is told that how a company uses its economic principles in decision making. That is the managerial economics. Okay. Now here what you have studied in 12th or your BCom or BBA. So here you should know what is demand analysis, demand type, elasticity of demand, then utility analysis, law of diminishing marginal utility, law of equimarginal utility. Then indifference curve analysis is mostly asked. Nowadays the questions are asked less, but indifference curve you should know very well who has given, what are the property, what are the reason behind its convexity. Then some basic concepts I would like to know you, that the PPC means production possibility curve, transformational curve. Then elasticity and demand forecasting. Elasticity of demand is every year. Rather than this, one topic is not mentioned in your syllabus, that is the cost analysis. Cost analysis means what? Where you study about the in short run and long run cost. Then rather than this marginal cost, total fixed cost, total variable cost, and all their relationships are asked to you. Then next comes our national income. In national income you are asked about the terminologies and the methods which are used to compute the national income. Okay. Nowadays there is a demand supply equilibrium based question is asked in past 3 attempts. Okay. So you should be aware about this, how to solve such type of questions. Then inflation means first time they have asked any theory this time in 2024 related to inflation. Then inflation multiplier and types are very important from your exam. Means no, rather than measurement you should know the type, means creeping inflation, galloping inflation. Then in business ethics you are asked a general question or a theoretical based question from the business ethics based on altruism or the utilitarianism, Kant, immunal Kant ethics. These things are offered. And CSR, a general CSR based theory or process based, sequence based question, or the model which we have discussed many times, that is the RB Carroll model of CSR, as well as some new models of CSR. These are asked in your exam. Next comes our corporate governance. Corporate governance is very important. Here also you may get to see an assertion reason based question or statement based question, or they may ask a question from corporate governance model. Major focus will be on the American and Indian model of CSR. Okay, American as well as Indian model of CSR has been ratherly asked. Next unit comes our organizational behavior and HRM. Organizational behavior is, this unit is again splitted into two parts. One is the organizational behavior and another is the HRM. HRM is not the difficult one, it's the basic one. Now, organizational behavior has lots of theories in itself. Okay, like organizational man model, personal man, social man model, all these types of theories and models are there. Then if you talk about the personality, we have the ocean model, which we are seeing in our exam from past through 2-3 attempts in our continuous basis, means agreeableness, ocean, extroversion, and then our openness. This big five personality traits is asked. Then one another theory, that is type A, type B personality there. MBTI, Myers-Briggs type personality indicator. This is also asked. Then perception. In perception, you should know about the perceptual errors as well as the perception process. Okay, that's only things which is being asked from here. Then values, there is not any question, but then attitude. In attitude, you are asked with the either they may ask from the attitude, this personality or attitude, or they may ask you from the learning or motivation. These are alternate topics. These 4 topics are not asked anytime together in recent exams. Okay, so basically the attitude you must know about the what is the cognitive dissonance theory and other self theory of personality. This you should all know. Then Johari window is also a good concept of personality, which you should be aware because questions has been asked in past attempt. Okay, then motivation is there, in which you should be aware about all the process as well as content theories of motivation. Mainly nowadays, this time they have simply given you the match the column type question with the theories and authors books, as well as the years are also important. And they have also given one of the simplest question, that you have to arrange the Maslow's need hierarchy pyramid in correct order. Then next come is our group dynamics, means forming, storming, norming, performing. That is the group dynamics. Then types of groups, that type of question can be asked. And as well as the biggest important topic here is the leadership, which is very vast in itself, but very important too. Here you should be aware about all the contingent as well as behavioral theories of leadership, because anytime can be asked. Nowadays, you might have seen that the managerial greed is very much common in this very trending. Then if you see the Fred Fiedler contingency approach, DSPA, then Robert House path goal theory, such type of theories are being asked in the leadership. Okay, you should be very much aware about that. Then Eric Berner's transactional analysis concept here, this is related part of the interpersonal. Here the various types of ego states are there, and another thing, I am okay, I am not okay. All these types of theories we will study we are going to study one by one detail, but I am today giving you an idea where you should focus more and making you aware about your syllabus. Organizational culture, here based on climate, they in the last 2 attempts they have asked, but organizational culture is always asked. You may last time they have given a sequence based question from here, as well as what factors may affect the climate, or which is not relevant to this. Then workforce cross cultural organizational, this is not asked. Okay, and organizational justice, what are the various types of justice are there in an organization, or the process of organizational justice, that can be asked. As well as the stress management, various types of questions have been asked from the stress management, eustress, distress, all others. Then stress curve is there. So these things you should know regarding the stress management, as well as what are the measures which will help you to avoid the stress. Okay, then next we have the human resource management portion. Human resource management, you should know about the concept perspectives. If you see this time they had asked the models of HRM. Rather than this, they have also asked the hard HRM and soft HRM. So hard HRM, soft HRM, you should also know the difference between them. Then next comes our HRP techniques, means human resource planning. Here the manpower planning is also termed used for this. Here you should know the process as well as techniques, both the traditional as well as modern technique. Rather than this, we have the recruitment selection. Here also 2 things matters a lot. One is the process, another is the selection test. Okay, selection test and sources of recruitment. These three things are major. And in the training process, here there is a training process is very important. Rather than this, another the thing which is very is the methods of training, which are on the job training, which are off the job training, and one Kilpatrick model on training and evaluation is there, which you should also know. Okay. Then next comes our job analysis and job evaluation. Job evaluation, here you should know about the methods of job evaluation. What are the functions? What are the process of what is the process of job evaluation as well as job analysis, that you should know. Sometimes they will shuffle the sequence and ask you to arrange them in a proper sequence, or whatever the terminologies like methods of job design, it is not mentioned here, but you are asked that is job enlargement, what is job enrichment, then rather than this job description, job specification, this type of questions are asked in your syllabus. Okay, so you should be aware. And compensation management, you may be asked about the different wages system or wage incentive plan. Okay, these two types of Hershey plan, not Hershey. This is the scientific Taylor's plan, the Merrick plan. This type of plans can be asked from the compensation management topic. Now let's move to the advanced portion of the HRM, that is in your unit number 3. SHRM means the strategic human resource management. This portion was asked about they have asked you the process as well as odd one out type question. Then this is again one of the most trending topic in your past exams, that it is written scoreboard. This is the balance scorecard. Okay, this is the balance scorecard. Who has given this, who has introduced, what are the components, then what are its uses, all the things A to Z knowledge of balance scorecard is necessary, because it is one of the most trending topic. Then career planning and development, you should be aware about the various terminologies related to career, as well as what should be the planning process for the career planning. What are the differences between the career planning and career development? People think that both are same things, but there is a broad difference. So you should be also aware about the difference. Then performance appraisal, here you should know about more focus on the modern methods as well as the process. Okay, respective process and modern methods are very important in the on this. And you should also remember the which method is traditional and which is modern in context of performance appraisal. Classification is very much important among the performance appraisal methods. Then here organizational change, what type of changes are there, what type from OD intervention they may just ask you assertion reason based question. Major focus is given on organizational change. Okay, then talent management, skill development, that is not in much asked, so very small topic. Then employee engagement and work-life balance. Last time work-life balance based question based on work-life balance topic was asked. So work-life balance is nowadays, earlier it was not asked, but now you have to now they are asking, so we have to need to prepare this topic. Then next comes our portion of industrial relation. Industrial relation, one thing which is not mentioned here, approaches are there, means unitary approach, Gandhian approach, pluralistic approach, Marxist approach. These approaches are being asked in your exam. Then the grievance handling machinery, which are the preventive measures, which are the settlement measure, how measures are used, this type of grievance handling machinery, the questions are asked. Grievance management as well as the grievance management process. Then theories of labor welfare, earlier it was asked when CBSE was conducting exam, but nowadays these are not asked. Then social security legislation, you should know the especially two acts I will recommend you to understand, that is the Industrial Dispute Act and another one is the Trade Union Act. Rather than, you don't need to go in depth among about in any of the act. The major thing you need to remember is which type of acts are comes under the wage legislation, which type of acts are come under the social security legislation. This categorization is asked with their years and with their proper name. Okay, social security as well as wages classification you should know. Then Trade union and collective bargaining. Collective bargaining, most trending topic. Who is given? What has its? What is its? What are the steps involved in collective bargaining process? Then types of bargaining. Sometimes once they had asked just theories, which is very depth one, but we should have an overview. We don't need to go in depth of any theory in this unit, but collective bargaining theories types are most important. Okay, rather than this, the biggest advantage topic is who has given. Battrice Web has introduced this and the collective bargaining process. Then international HRM, here their major focus is one is only that the EPRG framework. Either they are asking in match the column type question or individual concept based question has been asked in their test. Okay. And then green HRM is how HRM is used in a correct way, how it focuses on sustainability, as well as what are the ethical practices followed in HRM. These things are covered. So this is not yet asked. So, but we should have a little bit idea about that. Suppose next things is our accounting and financial management. Accounting and financial management, here your accounting portion consists of the last two attempts. They are asking about the going concern. Then they have also asked about the matching concept. So accounting principle, concepts and conventions are very much important from your exam point of view. Rather than this, continuously from the time the NTA is conducting your exam. So they are asking matching type question. Sometimes they may ask the Ind AS or sometimes may ask the accounting standard. So you should know both of them. Then this time they have also given the process for development of process for the accounting cycle. Accounting cycle, you should have the basic knowledge. And the financial statement analysis, you should have which activities are in the fund flow, what are sources of funds, what are application of fund, what are the steps to used in the fund flow statement and cash flow statement. Then what are the investing activities, what are the correct financing, what are the operating activities. This type of questions are asked in your exam. Rather than this ratio analysis, you may get a numerical in your exam, and from this DuPont analysis they may ask you the formula or they may give you the numerical. Okay, so these two things are practical portion you get to know here. Then next comes here marginal costing. Marginal costing, there are certain formulas, lots of formulas in marginal as well as standard costing. So you should know about the marginal costing very well. Then cost volume profit analysis, CVP analysis, financial break even point you should know, as well as the how MOS is calculated, how break even point is calculated, what are the assumptions behind cost volume profit analysis. All these things you should know. Then from the standard costing and variance analysis, once they have asked the 5 questions directly in the form of case study. So you should in 2019. So you should be aware. Rather than this, if they will ask a practical question only. Only once or twice it has been, some theoretical has been asked, but no matter, we will discuss both the theoretical as well as practical. Okay. Next things is our budgetary control. In budgetary control, you may be major focus will be on two things only. One is the zero-based budgeting and another is the process of budgetary control. Rather than this, you may be given some example and they may ask what type of budget is this. Rather than this, you may not get any difficult question from this budgetary control. Okay, major, if you see, the costing portion is quite lengthy here, but rest of the accounting unit is very interesting as well as easy if you have the basic knowledge. But still, if you are feeling any sort of difficulty, we are here to support you. Capital structure, you must be aware about all the theories of capital structure, cost of capital, as well as which are short-term and long-term sources of finance, which are secured, which are unsecured. Sources, you must have little knowledge first, but theories and cost of capital, you should have depth knowledge. Okay, cost of capital, you may give numerical based on the equity capital or debt capital. Okay, then this leverage also you may be asked the formula or the simple odd one out question or statement based question, or rather than this, you can ask, they may ask you the this what numerical on leverage, like you this time they have asked you regard to calculate the operating leverage. So this is also important. Then next comes our financial management topic. Financial management, you should study, you need to study the time preference of money. Then we have bond valuation as well as share valuation. Then what type of risks are there in financial management? Classification of risk is very much important. Then this is one of the most trending topic, capital budgeting. What type of investments are, how investment proposals are evaluated, what is the process of capital budgeting, what are the methods, traditional and modern method, discounted, non-discounted methods of capital budgeting like NPV, IRR, payback period, ARR. All these techniques you should be well known with its merits, demerits, as well as the risk and uncertainty, like the decision tree approach, stimulation analysis, then risk uncertainty analysis. This is asked very then next comes the dividend theories. Dividend theories, here you should know, mainly focus on the Walter model, Gordon model, and Modigliani Miller model, as well as the Lintner model, Graham and Dodd approach. All these things are very much important. Rather than this, there is a residual approach, which is the most trending is this three. These three are mostly asked, and they may ask you in the match the column based question. They may ask based on the assumption, or they will give you a numerical based, which is mostly happened in context of Gordon model. Okay, in the past exam, many times they have asked you the numerical based on the Gordon model only. Next comes our merger and acquisition. Here you should know all the defensive tactics first. What is Pac-Man defense? What is crown jewels? What is poison pill? You should know this defensive tactics. What are the various types of merger? Co-generic merger, conglomerate merger, horizontal, vertical. Then what are the spin-off, split-off? This you should know. And what are this process of corporate structuring? Means wherever the terms are involved, big terms are involved, that which can't happen instantly, like capital budgeting, then corporate restructuring, then merger acquisition. Here sequence based questions, there is a large scope of sequence based questions. So process you must be aware. Now why? Because sequence based question is very trending. But you, whatever the recent mergers in India have happened, or among the big companies, you should know well, because they may give you example, and in match the column, either like takeover or merger, as well as this one. In this way they may ask. This type of question was example based, was asked in 2019 December attempt. Then portfolio management, here CAPM and APT theory. Here once the name of the persons associated with the CAPM was asked, then APT statement based question is asked, and numerical, the to calculate the RM, there once there have given you the RM minus RF, and you have to calculate the market price. This type of questions are asked. Then in derivative contract, you should know about derivative contracts. You should know about the terminologies based on options, as well as detailed knowledge about the forward contract and future contract is necessary. In the working capital management, you should be aware about the types of operating, as well as types about current working capital, what are the formula, as well as the gross and net working capital, short term, long term, what are the approaches of financing, as well as one common topic and one trending topic here is, that is factoring. And rather than this, one another topic is there is EOQ based question is asked. Then in the foreign exchange market, you should know about the terms in the foreign exchange market which are used, then as well as the purchasing power parity theory. Okay, triple P theory, which is well trending topic. Okay. Next, we have the strategic as well as marketing management. Strategic management is a very small portion, but it has own importance in its whole. Here you should know the process of strategic decision making, then various types of strategies you should be aware about, then pestle analysis, Porter's approach, means both the five forces model also, and the value chain model or value chain analysis also. Which approaches are used for internal, which approaches for used for the external analysis. Rather than this, you should be also aware about the VRIO framework, valuable, rare, inimitable, and organized framework is also important. Then what are the steps taken to formulate strategy? What are the analysis techniques? SWOT analysis, pestle analysis, then as well as the types of strategy, as it is mentioned above also. But here they have given you the names, means the corporate strategy, growth strategy. Growth strategy has also its subtypes like integration, diversification, etc. Then retrenchment strategy is there. Rather than this retrench, then business portfolio analysis, how business can analyze its various subunits, strategic business units, and which and decide which to continue and which to some tools are there which are continuously asked in your exam, all exams, that is BCG, G9 cell model, UNSOP product expansion growth model. This is the three. Out of these three, anyone can be asked in all attempts. Okay. Next thing here is the trending topic is McKinsey 7S framework. Means here you need to know how, what are the challenges come in implementation of strategy, how you can which are the hardest, which are the softest, and who has given the McKinsey 7S framework. This was very simple. Bane had sorry, MC Kensei has given. Then marketing concept, you should know about the product place, production. Then evolution of marketing orientation is just related to the where you need to study the 6 concepts from the production concept to the holistic marketing concept. Okay. Then you should know about the customer value and customer satisfaction. Then marketing segmentation, the segmentation types, targeting strategies, as well as the positioning strategies, positioning errors, all these things you should know here. And as well as this, the main theories which you should know here. There are no models. One, there is value and lifestyle framework is there, which is used in marketing segmentation, specifically in behavioral segmentation, that you must know. Okay, that is another. In the product and product decision, you should know the classification of product, what is product line, what is product width, what is product depth. You should know, as well as the new stages, all stages. You should have thorough knowledge of all stages of the product life cycle. Okay. As well as, rather than this, you should have all stages, knowledge about the all stages of new product development process. Then place and promotion decision, here various promotional tactics are asked. Question is asked from the marketing channels. Okay, whatever the marketing channels are used, like zero means the on the basis of the direct channels are there, indirect channels are there, VMS, horizontal marketing system, vertical marketing system, then the subtypes of VMS. These are asked in their exam. Next comes your advanced portion of marketing management. Here, the major portion is trending is consumer buying behavior. Here, you should know about the 7O framework, as well as the that is the consumer decision making process, the matrix of consumer behavior, then models of consumer behavior, as well as theories. You should be aware about this. Then brand equity models, the Acker model, brand asset valuator model, Keller model, 5 asset model, brands model. This should know. And all the terminologies which have a close association with the brand, like brand identity, brand image, then brand name, how brand loyalty matrix is there, you should know over there. Then custom logistics and supply chain management, a simple question is asked. Then drivers of supply chain management, personal selling. This personal selling is also one of the trending topic. This is also asked. Then managing service quality control, how you manage the service quality control. One is the gap model, you should have no knowledge. Then the characteristics of services, rather than other than this, you should have a knowledge of the cervical model. Okay, cervical model of this service marketing you should know. In the CRM process, you should know the CRM, how, what are the types of CRM, like operational CRM and other types of CRM, as well as the process of CRM. Okay, wherever process comes, you should be go with first. Okay. Then retail marketing. In the retail marketing, what are the trends used in retail marketing? What are the types of various retail outlets? This portion is majorly in trend. Okay. Then you have the next marketing is concept of e-marketing as well as digital marketing. Just a second. Then we have digital marketing is asked, and the entry modes, licensing, franchising, then turnkey projects, wholly owned subsidiaries. This type of entry modes are asked in your exam. Okay. Next comes our statistics for management as well as operations management. Statistics is the very basic things are given to you, but in this small units also has its own importance, like strategic management, which are descriptive, which are inferential statistics. What is the process involved in finding the central tendency? Central tendency here you should know well about the properties as well as formula. I will suggest you to make a list whenever you study about the for statistics unit. You should make a list of all the properties and all the formulas related to all measures of central tendency, like arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, rather than this mode, median, and this you should all know. Okay. And in the dispersion, the major focus is on standard deviation and mean deviation. Okay. And next comes, rather they haven't mentioned, but sometimes they may ask question from skewness also. Okay. And then we have probability distribution. Here also the properties are important. The formulas are important, and they may sometimes give you a numerical, okay, based on the probability distribution. Many a times it is observed that either they may ask you the property based question or statement based question, or they may give a numerical from the probability distribution process. Then next comes our data question array design. Question array design, what type of question array, which data is primary, which data is secondary. You should know. We are, although even though we study in the research unit of our paper 1, we should, it is very beneficial to study this topic here. Okay. Helpful. Then sampling also we study in paper 1. So here you should know the sampling process and which are non-probability and probability topics, probability sampling techniques you should have aware. Then all types of parametric as well and non-parametric tests are important. The steps involved in the hypothesis testing procedure is also important. To all the parametric and non-parametric, especially they have mentioned the name, that is T, Z, F and chi-square. Okay. Then we have the correlation and regression analysis. Here also you may get less chances of getting practical, but more chances based on regression line. They may ask you question, or coefficient of correlation property based question can be asked from here. Okay. Next comes your operation management portion. Operation management, here they may ask you about the various layout, facility location, how sites are selected, what are the layout designs, as well as process they may ask. ERP was earlier asked, but nowadays it is not asked. Majorly, the main focus is on strategic management, but this portion is also in your, they may ask you regarding the scheduling techniques, or the one of the important which is not mentioned. Now the trend is low, but still you should be aware about the various types of control charts. Okay, control charts is also important. Then this portion is major, vast but very trending. That is the SQC, statistical quality control, quality circle, total quality management, Kaizen approach, benchmarking, Six Sigma. Nowadays, this ISO is the very much, they are giving lots of time is in the match the column based question, or any portion is asked and they ask you what type of standard does exist here. Then in the operational research, they may ask you regarding the Johnson rule or the queuing theory, or this in the March exam, they might have asked last year, and PERT CPM is also important. Okay, you should know the difference and know these are the networking techniques. You should be aware about them. Next comes your international business unit. In the international business unit, here you should have what are the types of international business, then theories of international business. Main, the real unit starts from here only. What are the drivers of globalization? This you should know. Balance of payment, what is current, which comes in current account, disequilibrium of BOP, capital account, official settlement account, how the disequilibrium is adjusted, what are the measures, and sometimes they might have asked the dumping, types of various dumping techniques and anti-dumping measures are there, which you should know about that. Then foreign direct investment types, OLI framework, and other theories of FDI, you should be aware about that. How FDI is beneficial and what are its limitation, you should be know for the both host and home countries. Then multilateral WTO, you should know A to Z about the WTO, which is in which year it was established, what type of reports. Then next, when related to agreement, they ask, that is the GATT, TRIPS, TRIPS, etc. Then in AOA, agreement on agriculture, exim policy. Exim policy, you know, don't need to know all the exim policy of past year. The recent, which is running in current trend, that also, that only you have to know. A scheme based question can be asked on exim, but it is observed that it comes in alternate exam only. Then IMF, World Bank, here also A to Z requirement requires regarding the IMF. Okay, this is another. Then next comes your MIS, you should know. Then what are the types of decision support system, management information system, they should know. Only a single question is asked from here, but sometimes they might have asked two questions from here. I will provide you soon a video on in how many questions are asked from an topic wise based on my analysis in next days, in few days. Data warehousing, data mining, the steps you should know, advantage and how it is done, you should have an idea. Basic idea is there. On the many times you can make these questions based on your common sense basis. Okay, but for international business, you should need to follow some route learning as well as some logic based questions are also asked. Last unit comes is your entrepreneurship development. Entrepreneurship development, types of entrepreneur is important. Theories of entrepreneur is important, as well as the major. Nowadays, it is being asked what is entrepreneurship and the types of entrepreneur. Okay. Earlier, we used to see the question from the types of entrepreneur, and majorly what is important here, it is the major is the Dunhoff classification of entrepreneur. Okay, entrepreneur, women entrepreneur, they may ask you a simple logic or assertion based question, or they may ask you from the why a scheme was introduced, what are its how much it lends. Then rural entrepreneurship, a very general based question is asked. Then types of innovation, radical innovations for and then other types of innovation matrix is there. Entire matrix consisting of 4 types of innovation that is being asked. Innovation process and how environmental screening is done. This is also asked. Business plan, they may ask you the step, then what are the usage of the business plan, what is involved, what is not involved in business plan. Then in feasibility analysis, they may ask you some process based question from here. Then MSME, you should have all the knowledge about the old and current limits of which comes under the micro, which comes under the macro, which comes under the small, medium, and then small scale industries. Micro and small, what are the limits are there based on the turnover and investment, you should know that. Then SSI based question, they may ask you the regarding the BFIR based question can be asked. What are the reason based question, they may ask from there. And in institutional, you should know well regarding the NABARD, SIDBI, then UTI, IDBI. These are the some institutions. Then ICICI. These types of institution you should be aware about, which provide finance for the cooperative and cooperative banks, microfinance. This type of questions are asked from the last this topic. Okay, so here I think you might have got an idea which topics, what is your syllabus and which topic you should given more importance while studying your syllabus. Okay, that's all for the video. If you like the video, just hit the like button and do subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye.